So here we are now. I think we're heading somewhere. Oui, je suis aussi à Berlin.
Tu es aussi à Berlin.
Nous sommes très contents. Très contents
d'être ici.
This is me and my colleague Simone from Mali. We are with the other 14 African journalists from 15 different countries on the continent. We are now landing in Berlin, Germany. We will spend our next 10 days in Berlin for a workshop before heading to Brussels in Belgium. Everyone must be ready to carry his or her suitcase as we will be moving around, changing hotels and use public transportation, especially trains.
This sitting row is nice, and then we can have a standing row.
Today, okay, so exciting. Maybe the music was exciting. I was excited about my jewelry as well. So yeah.
I guess it's just the people. For me, I don't think I found anything as exciting as the trips that I did eat. That was nice for me. The rest was, yay!
The flea market, good. Streets, I love go and in the streets here to see a lot of areas that I don't say before. That's all.
It's for me the variety of things that are being sold and the fact that you can actually bargain for the prices that you want to pay for. So that's the exciting thing I've seen here.
Oh my gosh. Firstly, I had amazing vegan food, which was very, very nice. Secondly, I saw some interesting items in the flea market, although I didn't buy anything because I found them very expensive. That's it.
What's the most exciting thing have I seen today? Is there anything? No, nothing was really interesting today. But yesterday was very interesting for me, more than today. Just the experience of walking around Berlin, the experience of not having to worry about who will take my phone. Yeah, for me, it's the security is top notch. Like, it's very safe here. I mean, yesterday I went out at around 11 p.m. I came back at around 12 and I was feeling okay. I was feeling safe. I wasn't worried about being the only black woman walking outside. So for me, that's top notch.
Today, oh wow, no, it's interesting to see what their version of a flea market is. Yeah, so it's interesting just to see how it looks versus how those in Kenya look. So it was interesting, and I also took the bus, yeah, which was quite interesting. Yeah.
It was very interesting to see how that market is selling every chunk of things. Very old, not working, but at least for cheaper. That's what I have seen. Thank you.
Didn't you have to buy anything?
No,
Okay.
there are a little bit of, I don't know, maybe I will buy tomorrow.
Oui, ce que j'ai vu d'excitant dans ce marché, c'est que les gens sont libres. Ils sont libres de boire, de fumer, de faire ce qu'ils veulent. C'est vraiment la liberté qui m'a marqué ici. C'est génial.
Well, today I was able to see some unique jewelries that they use for this piercing on the face and the body. Nice. And then some very affordable flags, drinks, cups, and then house accessories. Nice.
You guys, kuna pilau pale. Kuna pilau. Everything is good.
I think the fly market, I bought nothing, but it was very cool. Yeah.
You want to come to Africa?
Yes.
When?
I don't know.
You need to give her invitation to come to Africa.
Yeah, we need to give her an invitation.
The most exciting thing about seeing this tour is the flea market. I get to see so many things that I could buy. Can you see my bag? I filled it up. See? Yeah.
My colleagues will explain you the way. You're going to take tablets, they're professional media guides in English, and they are mandatory to do it. Okay? So, please.
Everyone had been informed that we will take a trip from Berlin to Brussels by high-speed train. This trip to Belgium will be amazing to see landscapes for African journalists, but very long, so everyone must be prepared. We will depart from the central train station in the heart of Berlin. This trip will take us 10 hours, including delays and changing the lines.
Celestin.
Had a very long day.
Yes, we had.
Yeah? How was your day actually?
And then we had a very long day. We are having a very long day.
Yeah.
This is a miracle that we're all here. It's
Yeah.
a miracle. And
Yeah.
our luggage is all here.
Yeah. We are happy to.
It's so stressful. Like,
Yeah?
it's a long day.
It is a long day.
A mask?
All of us had been invited by the European Parliament members. We will have some discussions related to immigration, corruption and human rights. We will also have some debate on these topics and how media can play its role for sustainable development goals for Africa and Europe. The trip at the EU headquarters will be our final to our graduation, get certificates, and then back to Africa. But before we will take a city tour, Brussels post-colonial history.
A small detail again. You see this little grey building over there? And
Our tour guide will tell us more about the historical event of Brussels, the Kingdom of Belgium, and the construction of this magnificent city in the Eilo. He will also tell us the connection between Belgium and other big dominating countries in the Eilo.
but now she was put there again. Yeah, that is her husband.
He will tell us how Brussels art connects to the colonizations from Africa.
Hey girls! So awesome!
Back in Germany, we are here for a workshop organized by Taz Foundation, the owner of Taz Panther, a newspaper based in Berlin.
You see this building? We paid for it 23 million to build it.
Wow.
And we are 215 persons, they are working here. And you see, we want as a newspaper to go in the middle of the city.
I think important is that there were two around the corner, two buildings owned by Taz. And then the city of Berlin decided to have here a quarter for creative classes and blah blah. And So Taz was lucky to get offered one of these plots of land here. And then there was the, you saw him, or I showed you, the business chief for a long time, Kalle, who was interested in architecture and in property business anyway, so he was very successful. Taz is very successful in properties, not only in papers. And then there was a competition for the design of the house, which was finally won by a architecture practice in Zurich, in Switzerland.
We will have a chance to exchange ideas with the Taz team and meet world's leading professional journalists.
Next time we're going to focus on Africa, or next time climate change. What determines that?
We make sure that there's actual relevance.
Okay.
But it's not always. It's not always. I mean,
but it's also always a question of which region we already covered with a special issue, because you can find all the time you can find interesting topics on any region.
Among 16 journalists, there are 11 women, and this is a sign and a mission of Taz Foundation to contribute to the increase of the number of women journalists in Africa. These African women journalists will meet with other women professionals journalists from leading media organizations in Germany. Beside this workshop, Taz has set a guiding team that will take us around to experience the city and the history of Berlin.
Broken. So this is where your hotel is, right? Okay. And now we're here between these. So the closest station is when you walk up there. You would come here. But yeah.
We will explore Black history in Berlin and their contribution as slaves to build this city. We will learn more about Berlin post-colonial history.
Again, the tendency to abuse black bodies as a kind of symbols for global power. If this aroused.
Take a historical trip to visit one of the oldest buildings in Germany, as the former building of parliament of this country, the Reichstag. Christian Jacob from Taz will guide African journalists as to enter in this building requires a lot of protocol. that evening will be our last day in Germany. We will have a dinner with Taz's team. As it will be our last day.
I'm emotional. Thanks for this foundation. Thank you so much. We'll keep on the relationship. I'm emotional. We are your ambassadors in Africa. Yeah.
We felt emotional and we felt happy by Taz Foundation to bring us together from different nationalities.
This is really a surprise. We are really surprised. Thank you so much, Taz.
This is a journey that will express how we lived together for 15 days, sharing our different cultures and values with the same goal to learn something from Europe and back home to Africa.